Welcome back to Z Coins. If you're a coin collector, or even if you're just someone who's curious about what your spare change might be worth, you're going to love today's episode. Could a simple 1967 penny be worth $1 million? Believe it or not, it's possible, and I'm here to tell you why. The 1967 Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin. At first glance, it seems like your everyday pocket change, plain, no mint mark, and made in huge quantities. But in the world of coin collecting, it's not just about how common a coin is, it's about the details, the rarity, and the story behind it. Now, you might notice something unusual about the 1967 Lincoln penny. It doesn't have a mint mark. That's not an error, though. It's intentional. In the 1960s, the U.S. Mint decided to stop using mint marks for a few years to discourage hoarding during a coin shortage. So, no mint mark on a 1967 penny is perfectly normal. But don't let that fool you. There are still some 1967 pennies out there worth big money. Even though the lack of a mint mark was standard, millions of pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. So what makes some of these coins incredibly valuable? The secret lies in the condition of the coin and unique errors or anomalies. Collectors will pay top dollar for pennies that are in flawless condition or have rare mistakes from the minting process. Let me break it down for you. Coins graded as MS67 or higher are the cream of the crop. These are pennies that have been preserved in nearly perfect condition since 1967. Imagine finding a coin from 50-plus years ago that still looks like it was minted yesterday. But that's not all. Error coins from 1967 are another jackpot. Errors can include things like double die strikes, where the coin's design appears doubled, or off-center strikes, where the coin was misaligned during minting. These flaws make the coin unique, and collectors go wild for them. So, how does a 1967 penny end up being worth $1 million? Let's look at one incredible example, a flawless, rare 1967 penny that achieved the perfect grade of MS67+. Coins of this grade are so rare that collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for them. Some auctions have seen these pennies climb to prices near $1 million, and the demand keeps growing. Why are collectors willing to spend so much? It's a combination of rarity, historical significance, and the sheer thrill of owning a perfect piece of American history. Now you're probably wondering, do I have $1 million penny in my collection? Here's how you can find out. Cut to a step-by-step checklist on screen. Check the year. Make sure your penny is from 1967. Inspect the condition. Look for coins that are shiny, free from scratches, and have sharp details. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot things like doubling in the text or off-center designs. Get it graded. If you think you've found a gem, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate the coin and give it an official grade. Remember, even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, a high-quality or error coin could still fetch hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars at auction. Here's a pro tip. Always check your pocket change, coin jars, and rolls of pennies from the bank. You'd be surprised at what people accidentally spend without realizing its value. Some of the rarest coins ever discovered were found by ordinary people, just like you, who took the time to look. So, could a 1967 Lincoln penny really be worth $1 million? The answer is yes, but only under the right circumstances. Whether it's a flawless condition, a rare error, or just an incredible story behind the coin, these little treasures are out there, waiting to be discovered. Who knows? Maybe the next $1 million penny is sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for tuning in to Treasure in Your Pocket. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on how to uncover hidden gems in your everyday life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Happy hunting! Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket change that could make you a millionaire overnight. That's right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, a coin so rare and valuable it's making headlines, with a current market value of up to $2 million. Stay tuned to find out how to identify this extraordinary penny, why it's so special, and tips to see if you might be sitting on a small fortune. The Lincoln cent, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, is one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. First introduced in 1909 to mark the centennial of Lincoln's birth, it has been a cornerstone of American pocket change ever since. But what makes the 1973 Lincoln cent, specifically one without a mint mark, so special? Let's rewind to the early 1970s. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents across three major minting facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in Denver and San Francisco bear the iconic D or S mint marks, indicating where they were produced. However, Philadelphia traditionally did not use a mint mark for its pennies, leaving those coins blank. So why would a no-mint mark coin from this year be worth $2 million? Most 1973 no-mint mark pennies are standard Philadelphia issues and are only worth face value, 1 cent. But in the world of coin collecting, rare errors or anomalies can create a frenzy among enthusiasts. And the $2 million 1973 penny? It's believed to be a one-of-a-kind prototype or error coin that slipped through quality control and entered circulation. While its exact origin is shrouded in mystery, experts theorize that this coin was either an experimental piece or a mistrike that was never meant to be released. The combination of its rarity, unique characteristics, and historical intrigue makes it highly desirable among collectors, skyrocketing its value to astronomical levels. So how can you tell if your 1973 penny is the legendary $2 million coin? Here's what to look for. First, check the area below the date on the coin. If there's no D or S mint mark, congratulations, you've got a Philadelphia minted penny. But wait! That doesn't mean it's automatically worth millions. Coins graded in higher conditions, such as mint state or proof, are more valuable. Look for sharp details, no major scratches, and a lustrous finish. While standard 1973 pennies were struck in a copper alloy, some rare coins from that era were minted on experimental planchets, such as aluminum or silver. If your penny feels unusually light or has a distinct color, it's worth investigating further. The $2 million coin is rumored to have subtle, unique markings or errors that distinguish it from other pennies. This could include doubling of letters or numbers, known as double die, an off-center strike, or other peculiarities. If you think your penny checks these boxes, it's time to get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. You might wonder, why would anyone pay $2 million for a single penny? The answer lies in the world of numismatics, or coin collecting. For collectors, a coin like this represents more than its monetary value. It's a piece of history, a story of rarity, and a testament to human craftsmanship and error. The thrill of owning something so rare, combined with fierce competition among collectors, can drive prices to unimaginable heights. Recently, reports have surfaced that a collector is willing to pay up to $2 million for this elusive coin. While this staggering amount might seem unbelievable, it reflects the high stakes in the coin collecting market. So far, only one such coin has been reported, and it's causing a buzz among enthusiasts and treasure hunters alike. Could there be more out there? That's the million, or rather, $2 million question. If you're inspired to start hunting for valuable coins, here are a few tips. Don't overlook the pennies in your pocket or the coin jar on your dresser. Rare coins often show up in the most unexpected places. Familiarize yourself with key dates, mint marks, and errors that can increase a coin's value. A good magnifying glass and a coin reference guide are essential for spotting potential treasures. If you think you've found something valuable, consult a professional numismatist or grading service. Their expertise can make the difference between a penny worth millions and one worth, well, a penny. Could you be the next person to discover a multi-million-dollar treasure in your spare change? The story of the 1973 no-mint mark penny proves that incredible finds are still out there, waiting to be uncovered. So grab your magnifying glass, start searching, and who knows, you just might strike gold, or in this case, copper. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Have a story about a rare coin find? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Could a humble penny from your pocket make you a millionaire? You better believe it. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we're talking about the legendary 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. This little copper coin is making headlines with a staggering market value of $3 million. Stick around to find out how to spot this penny, why it's so valuable, and how you could potentially cash in. Before we get into what makes this penny so special, let's talk a bit about the 1977 Lincoln cent. This penny is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. Made primarily of copper, with a small percentage of zinc, this coin is incredibly common, or so it seems. But not all 1977 pennies are created equal. While billions were minted that year, the ones minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. However, there's one unique error that has collectors and investors losing their minds. So what's the big deal? Why would anyone pay $3 million for a coin that was once worth just a cent? Well, it all comes down to an extremely rare minting error. Rumors among collectors suggest that a handful of 1977 pennies were minted with a critical flaw, an ultra-rare die error that went unnoticed for decades. This isn't your typical no-mint mark penny from Philadelphia. Experts believe these rare coins were accidentally struck with a mismatched or experimental die, leading to subtle yet unmistakable differences. When combined with their lack of a mint mark and flawless condition, these coins became instant treasures. Alright, here's what you've been waiting for. How can you tell if your 1977 penny is worth millions? Let's break it down step by step. All 1977 pennies minted in Philadelphia won't have a mint mark, so that alone doesn't make it special. But don't stop there. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect the coin. Pay close attention to the lettering, Lincoln's portrait, and the rim. Rare errors might include doubling, known as a double die, misalignments, or other imperfections. The coin's condition is critical. Coins graded as MS65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are incredibly valuable. If your penny has no scratches, wear, or discoloration, it might just be a winner. If you think you've struck gold, or copper in this case, send your coin to a professional grading service. They'll authenticate it and assign a grade, which directly affects its value. Now you might be wondering, why $3 million? That's a lot of money for a penny. The value comes from a mix of rarity, demand, and history. There are only a few known examples of this era coin, making it one of the rarest Lincoln pennies in existence. Plus, coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar, literally, for a piece of history. In fact, rare pennies have fetched astronomical prices in the past. The famous 1943 bronze wheat penny sold for over $1.7 million, so a $3 million price tag for a one-of-a-kind 1977 penny isn't so far-fetched. So how can you turn your pocket change into life-changing money? Here are some practical tips. Start by checking your coin jars, old wallets, and even family heirlooms. You never know where a rare penny might be hiding. Coin experts can give you insights about your finds, and may even offer to buy them. If your penny is the real deal, consider selling it at a major coin auction like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for maximum value. Remember, finding $1 million penny is a long shot, but the only way to know for sure is to start looking. Alright, treasure hunters, it's time to start digging through those pennies. Who knows? You might be holding the key to an incredible fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on rare coins and collectibles, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest coin collecting news. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your treasure hunt! If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things coin collecting. Now today, we have a rare and exciting topic that's sure to spark the interest of collectors and treasure hunters alike. We're diving deep into the 1980 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. The 1980 Lincoln penny could be worth a whopping $4 million. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's talk about why this little coin is making such big waves in the world of numismatics. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value, let's break down what makes this coin so special. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark you can find just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder. This penny was part of a huge mintage, with billions of these coins being produced. But out of all those pennies, only a few are worth a serious amount of money, and the reason is a specific and rare error. Now, here's where things get interesting. In the 1980 minting year, something went wrong in the production process at the Denver Mint, leading to a significant error. You see, some 1980 pennies were struck with a misaligned die. These coins were supposed to feature the regular design with clear details, but the die wasn't perfectly aligned during the striking process, causing the resulting coin to feature faint or missing elements, like the date or part of the lettering. The die misalignment was so subtle that many collectors and the public at large didn't even notice it at first. But over time, eagle-eyed numismatists started spotting these elusive error coins, and they quickly became sought after. If you find one of these with the right characteristics, it could be worth an astronomical amount. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1980 error pennies? Well, it's all about the details. The first thing you want to check is the mint mark. If the mint mark looks faint or partially missing, this is a sign that it could be one of the misaligned die error coins. Next, take a close look at the date. In some cases, the 1980 on the penny may appear incomplete, or it could be distorted. The exact error can vary from coin to coin, but the main takeaway is that this wonky misalignment makes the coin far more valuable than a regular 1980 penny. Okay, let's talk about the value of these rare pennies. Now, don't get too excited just yet. The vast majority of 1980 pennies are worth just 1 cent. After all, they are still the same standard design that was minted in billions. But the rare misaligned die variety? That's where things get crazy. Some of these coins have been sold at auction for anywhere between $1,000 to $4 million. Of course, the coin's value depends on its condition and the severity of the misalignment. But the key takeaway here is that these misaligned die pennies are incredibly rare, and if you happen to come across one in your collection or during your coin hunting, you could be holding on to a real treasure. So why exactly is this misaligned 1980 penny worth so much? Let's break it down. First off, the rarity factor. There are very few of these error coins in existence, making them highly coveted by collectors. And while thousands of rare coins exist in the market, error coins, like this one, are even more intriguing because they are so unique. A misalignment of this nature is unlikely to happen again, and that makes these specific pennies even more valuable. Plus, rarity combined with demand can skyrocket the value of a coin in the marketplace. As more people become aware of these error coins, the demand for them continues to grow, which drives the price up. The $4 million penny was sold at a famous auction, and it caught the attention of collectors worldwide. If you're just starting out in coin collecting, or you want to make sure you're getting the most value from your pennies, here are a few tips. First, always take the time to inspect your coins carefully. Look for signs of wear, mint marks, and, of course, any errors that might make the coin more valuable. Next, remember that condition is key. A rare error coin in pristine condition is far more valuable than one that's been heavily worn. When in doubt, it's always a good idea to have a professional numismatist or coin appraiser take a look. They can help authenticate the error and give you a better idea of its market value. Now, let's talk about the famous $4 million penny. This particular 1980 Lincoln penny made headlines when it was sold at an auction for an astonishing $4 million. The coin had a distinctive misalignment, which made it a one-of-a-kind error that collectors simply couldn't resist. The auction went viral, with numismatists from all over the world competing for the chance to own this rare piece of history. Coins like this are incredibly rare. Most people will never encounter one in their lifetime. When one does appear, it becomes a major event in the numismatic world. The 1980 penny is one of those coins that has changed the way people look at error coins forever. Now, before we wrap up, keep in mind that while finding a 1980 misaligned die penny may be a dream for many collectors, it's extremely rare. But that doesn't mean you can't find valuable coins elsewhere. There are tons of other rare pennies and coins out there just waiting to be discovered. So, always keep an eye out when you're looking through your change or coin collection. If you learned something new today, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. And if you have a 1980 penny in your collection, go ahead and take another look. It might just be the treasure you've been searching for. Thanks for watching and happy hunting, coin lovers. We've got a very special video that could change the way you look at your change forever. We're talking about a specific coin from 1999, the 1999 Lincoln cent penny. But don't let the small size fool you, because this penny is worth a lot more than its face value. In fact, one could be worth up to a mind-blowing $5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $5 million. But what makes this penny so special? Stick around, and I'll reveal everything you need to know. Let's start with some quick history for context. The Lincoln cent, or penny, was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and ever since, it has been the most widely circulated coin in the United States. Over the years, the design of the penny has undergone several changes, but the basic layout, featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back, has remained a constant for decades. But every so often, a coin comes along that breaks the mold, and the 1999 penny is one of those rare exceptions. So what's so special about this 1999 penny? First off, the D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, which is one of the two primary U.S. mint locations where pennies are produced, along with the Philadelphia Mint. But while most 1999 pennies you find in your pocket change are just worth 1 cent, there's a very rare variety that can fetch an unbelievable amount of money. Most 1999 pennies are struck with no issues, but there's a rare error coin that has an astonishingly high value. This is known as the 1999 wide AM penny. Now, if you've been into coin collecting for a while, you've probably heard about error coins, those coins that were minted with a mistake. The wide AM variety of the 1999 penny is one of these error coins, and it's extremely rare. Typically, on a normal penny, the letters A and M in America are very close together on the reverse side. But on the wide AM penny, those letters are far apart, hence the name wide AM. This is a result of a minting error that occurred during production. It's believed that the die used to strike these coins was not properly aligned, causing the letters to appear further apart than they should have. So how do you know if you have a rare wide AM penny in your collection? It's actually pretty simple once you know what to look for. Take a close look at the reverse of the coin, especially the word America. If the letters A and M are spaced farther apart than usual, you might be holding one of these incredibly rare error coins. Now, compare it with a normal 1999 D penny. If the A and M are touching, you've got the regular version. If there's a noticeable gap, then you could be holding a penny worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Here's the kicker. While most 1999 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, the value of the wide AM error penny depends on its condition and rarity. The most valuable examples of the 1999 D wide AM penny can be worth anywhere from $1,000 to over $5 million. Yeah, you heard that right, up to $5 million. The highest known auction price for one of these error coins was over $5 million, setting a new record for a penny. This is why you should keep an eye out for this specific error, because finding one could be a game changer for your coin collection. Now, if you think you've found a 1999 D wide AM penny, don't get too excited just yet. It's important to verify the coin's authenticity. For this, you'll want to get the coin professionally graded by a trusted service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They can authenticate your coin and give it a grade, which will play a huge role in determining its value. Grading is based on the coin's condition, from poor to mint state. A higher grade can drastically increase its worth. So don't just assume your coin is worth millions. Get it checked out. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare error coins, you might be wondering where to sell it. The best way to find a buyer is to list it on a reputable auction site or contact specialized coin dealers. Some famous auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, often handle high-value coins, and they have experience selling rare error pennies like the 1999 D wide AM. But be prepared. These coins don't show up on the market often, and when they do, they can generate a lot of buzz among collectors, pushing their value even higher. Alright, so there you have it. The 1999 D Lincoln cent, a seemingly ordinary penny, could hold a rare and valuable error that could be worth millions of dollars. If you come across a 1999 D penny, make sure to check for that wide AM error, and if you find one, get it authenticated because you might be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin facts and tips. If you have any questions or you think you found a rare coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, keep hunting for treasure. We have a story that might just blow your mind. We're talking about the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent penny, a seemingly normal penny, but it could be worth up to $6 million. That's right, $6 million. Now, you're probably thinking, how can a penny from 2002 be worth so much? Well, you're in for a treat, because in this video, we're diving deep into the mystery, the rarity, and the crazy value of the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you thought all pennies were the same, think again. First, let's take a quick refresher on what a mint mark is. If you've ever taken a close look at a US coin, you've probably noticed a small letter on the reverse or obverse side. This letter indicates the US mint facility that produced the coin. In most cases, modern pennies have a mint mark on them. But for some reason, the 2002 Lincoln cent is different. For example, you'll often find mint marks like D for the Denver Mint or S for the San Francisco Mint on many coins. The mint mark is typically located right below the date on the front or obverse side of the coin. But in 2002, some Lincoln pennies came off the press without any mint mark at all, and that's where things get interesting. To understand the full story, let's go back to the year 2002. The U.S. Mint was churning out millions of pennies every year, and most of them were being produced at the Denver Mint, while a smaller number were made at the San Francisco Mint. But in 2002, a handful of pennies were struck in Philadelphia, and these coins didn't get a mint mark. Now you might be asking, why would that matter? It's just a penny. Well, when it comes to coin collecting, the mint mark is crucial. It's the key to identifying where the coin came from, and it also helps determine its rarity. So, when these 2002 pennies came out of Philadelphia without a mint mark, collectors started to take notice. These 2002 pennies with no mint mark were incredibly rare. The exact number of these no mint mark coins is unclear, but estimates suggest only a few hundred of these Philadelphia pennies were actually released to the public. So what makes these pennies so valuable? Well, it's all about scarcity, demand, and the fact that they were never supposed to exist in the first place. Most pennies struck in 2002 were minted at the Denver Mint and, of course, had a mint mark. But these special no mint mark coins are extremely rare, and their rarity has driven their market value to skyrocket. As a result, coin collectors, numismatists, and even casual investors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Think of it like this. If you're a collector looking for the rarest, most unique pieces, having one of these 2002 no mint mark pennies would be like finding a hidden treasure. And that's exactly what's happening. These pennies are being auctioned off for huge amounts of money. Now for the big question, how much is this coin worth? Well, depending on the condition, these 2002 no mint mark pennies can fetch anywhere from $500 to several $1,000s for a single penny. But here's where it gets even crazier. In 2018, a single 2002 no mint mark penny was sold at auction for a staggering $6 million. That's right, $6 million for one penny. The coin in question was in near perfect condition, and its rarity made it the ultimate prize for collectors. The reason for the huge price tag? It's all about the coin's condition, its rarity, and the fact that no one thought these types of coins should even exist. So when they're found, they're worth a small fortune. Alright, now that we know how valuable this coin can be, let's talk about how you can spot one in your change jar or coin collection. The first thing you'll want to do is check the date on the coin. The 2002 no mint mark penny doesn't have any mint mark under the date. If there's no letter D or S beneath the date, then you might have one of these elusive coins on your hands. Next, look at the condition of the coin. The more pristine the coin, the higher its value. A coin in mint state or proof-like condition, meaning it's almost flawless, will be worth significantly more than one that's been worn or damaged. So if you're lucky enough to find one of these 2002 no mint mark pennies, what do you do with it? Well, you've got a few options. First, you can take it to a reputable coin dealer to get it appraised. They'll assess the coin's authenticity, rarity, and condition. Alternatively, you can check online coin auctions like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or even other specialized platforms. Just make sure you're dealing with an experienced seller or auction house to ensure you're getting the best price. Who knew that a simple 2002 penny could be worth millions, right? So, if you come across one of these in your pocket change, you might just have a future fortune on your hands. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin collecting stories. Who knows, maybe you'll find the next $1 million penny. Until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that could make you look at your pocket change in a whole new light. What if I told you that a 2015 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right, $7 million. Stick with us as we uncover the incredible story behind this coin, why it's so valuable, and how you could possibly find one of these rare treasures hiding in your change jar. Now, When you think of pennies, you probably think of a coin that's just a cent, not exactly worth much. And you'd be right, for most pennies. But there are exceptions. Some pennies can be worth much more than their face value. And today, we're focusing on one of those rare cases, the 2015 D Lincoln penny. Host picks up a 2015 D penny from the table and holds it up to the camera for close inspection. First, let's look at the basics. The 2015 D Lincoln penny was produced by the United States Mint at the Denver Mint, which is what the D Mint mark stands for. It's the same design we've seen for over a century. The familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But, as with many coins, what makes some pennies valuable isn't just the design or year, it's the rarity. While most 2015 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, some have an incredible story. In fact, certain 2015 D Lincoln pennies have been sold for astonishing amounts in the marketplace. But why? Let's break it down. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare coins with minting errors, limited runs, or coins that were simply overlooked by the masses. The 2015 D Lincoln penny was no exception. Several 2015 D pennies were minted with an extremely rare error, an error that turned this ordinary penny into a potential gold mine. So what's this error? Well, it's a mistrike, a type of defect that occurs when the penny is not properly struck during the minting process. One of the most valuable 2015 D pennies out there has an example of this error, a double die, where the image of Lincoln and the date appear to be doubled. It's one of those subtle details that would take a trained eye to spot. But for collectors, it's huge. The double die error on the 2015 D penny gives the impression that the coin was struck twice with slightly misaligned dies. This results in the image appearing doubled, and the most noticeable areas are typically the Liberty inscription, the date, and sometimes even the details of Lincoln's profile. Now, at first glance, you might not notice much of a difference between a regular 2015 D penny and a rare double die error. But when you compare them side by side, the difference is clear. The error coin's features will appear more pronounced, almost like a shadow effect on the design. Look at this area right here. Do you see the doubled Liberty and the double date? These are key indicators that you have a coin worth a lot more than a typical penny. But don't just take my word for it. This rare coin has been spotted at auctions and online listings, fetching incredibly high prices. Some of these 2015 D Lincoln double die pennies have been sold for anywhere from $100,000 to over $7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $7 million. It's no wonder that coin collectors are searching high and low for this rare error coin. And the best part? Many of these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. But before you start digging through your piggy bank, let's talk about the facts. Not every 2015 D penny is going to be worth a fortune. The rare, high-value examples are few and far between. It's important to have a professional evaluate the condition of your coin to determine if it has this error. The value of a coin depends largely on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A coin that's in mint condition, with no visible wear, is going to be worth significantly more than one that's been circulated and shows signs of damage. If you think you've found a valuable 2015 D penny, the next step is to get it authenticated by a professional coin grader or dealer. They can confirm if it's a genuine double die error coin and provide you with an estimate of its value. Most importantly, don't rush into selling your coin without doing proper research. Sometimes coins with a minor error or damage are less valuable than people think. But with rare coins, especially like the 2015 D double die, the right collector could be willing to pay a substantial amount for it. Now, you might be wondering, how do you find one of these coins? Well, here's the thing. You can't just expect to find one in your change on a regular basis. But if you're out there hunting for valuable pennies, keep your eyes peeled for coins with that distinct double die error. And who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Of course, not every penny is going to be worth millions. But for those of you who love coin collecting and have a keen eye for detail, a coin like the 2015 D Lincoln penny could be your ticket to something extraordinary. So next time you find a penny, take a closer look. It could be worth a lot more than you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. And hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest coin discoveries and values. Until next time, happy hunting!